morning, guys. I want to talk about something. I really do. And I'm not a very good speaker, never have been. But sometimes, you know, well, it's early. It's really early in the morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning here. And I just wanted to get a few things off my chest and say what I feel that I need to say. And you guys can take it either way or however you want to take it. But this is coming from my mouth, the Trucker Jukebox. First of all, let me start by saying honesty really does hurt. It really does. And some people, they don't know how to take when you're being honest about something. It's kind of like people are ready to ridicule and ready to put you up and hang you on a cross. And what I'm saying is, I put up a video and I showed you guys like my company and all that, and I told you guys it was muddy and the place was as boring as a fart in a whirlwind. That's what I said. And I did get one comment, said, "You are being very disrespectful to your company." First of all, let me tell you guys, until you've worked here, please don't say I'm being disrespectful, because I see it the way, or I say it the way I see it, okay? It's not my company's fault that there's mud all over. First of all, they have nothing to do with that. I mean, Mother Nature was in charge of the flood and all the mud. So I'm not saying any of that was my company's fault. I just had to get out of there because, one, there was so much mud that you couldn't walk without getting up to your ankles in mud. So in order, when you got into your truck, literally what I had to do was, before I got inside my truck, I had to take off my boots, and then I had to literally hang them until I got the mud off, because I couldn't get inside my truck with the with my boots on. That's just how muddy it was. So I'm not saying nothing bad about my company because there was mud, but what I am saying, or what I wanted to say, was the people that I work with, and I'm not saying all the people that I work with. There are a few little handful of people that are friendly, and they will, but we also got some that really think, and I guess I'm just saying it the way I see it. There are some people that we work with that think their crap doesn't stink, and like they put they just act like they're more superior than you are. So their head is up in the air. They won't even 2 or 3 different people walked by me and didn't even say good morning, hello, how you doing, oh, it's nice to see you. So we just got that type of people that work here. Somebody said, why do you still work there? Because I am a dedicated individual when it comes to working somewhere. I don't care where it's at. I'm dedicated, and I'm not a job hopper. In 25 years, I only had 5 jobs. Gainey Transportation was one of them jobs, and if you look them up, Mr. Harvey Gainey, that owned Gainey Transportation out of Grand Rapids, embezzled his own company. So it ended up getting taken away, and then I think it was a bank that ended up owning Gainey Transportation, and then Super Service ended up buying it from the bank, and of course I left because we weren't sure if we was going to have a job. So that company, I had to leave. But what I want to talk about is honesty and being truthful, okay? You know, life is short. Life is really short. And if you're in good health, you don't smoke, you don't drink coffee, you have no bad habits, you don't curse, you do yoga every day, and in other words, your life is perfect, you might be able to live to be 100 years old. And even you are going to die someday. Now, if you're one of them guys that do drugs and drink all the time, and you smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a day, and you live on a tightrope, so either way you might live to be 70, then again you might only live to be 50. Then you're gone. Or you might be one of them people that maybe you get cancer early, or like kids today, you know, some kids get cancer before they ever become a teenager, and they may pass away and never have a chance in life. But what I'm trying to say is, life is just too damn short, you know, and we got about 4 or 5 billion more years before our sun will actually go into what you want to call a supernova, is what I'm trying to say. And there ain't going to be nobody here anyway, because when our sun becomes that big, and it will actually probably very well become so big that it might even just engulf the earth. So what I'm saying is, nothing lasts forever. 100 years from now, anybody that is actually watching my video right now, even if a newborn baby is born right now, 100 years from now, we're all going to be gone. Every one of us. I'm going to be gone. Everybody's going to be gone. And we're going to be replaced by new people. And you're only going to become a what you want to call a tombstone. And unless you do something really extraordinary in your life for people to remember you, you're going to be forgotten. I mean, who's going to go out there and say, you remember Trucker Jukebox? He did a YouTube he had a YouTube channel. Let's go out there and see if we can find his where he's buried. I doubt that would ever happen, because first of all, we didn't really do nothing super extraordinary on this earth for somebody to want to go and look us up. Now, if you're a movie star or a TV star or somebody important, now people may want to go out there and find you. Like Garth Brooks. If Garth Brooks was to pass away, okay, now he's somebody, he was a country star, right? So he's somebody important that somebody may want to go out there and look up and say, oh, here's Garth Brooks. You remember 50 years ago he was a country star? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, we are creatures on this earth, just like a bug, just like an animal, just like anything else, and we're not going to last forever. And life is just too damn short to be worrying about what people are going to say about you, or you know, we might get ridiculed for what we say, we may get ridiculed for what we do, but everybody's going to be ridiculed. It doesn't matter who you are, what you are. I guarantee there's always going to be somebody out there that isn't going to like who you were, or not going to like who you are. And trust me, if you was a president, if you was a World War II vet, if you was a Robert E. Lee or whatever, look at the Duke of Hazzard, for instance. That was a good show. That was a good country show, simply about a car racing around and 2 boys trying to save whatever they could save, trying to save their country, and you got a sheriff that is trying his best to catch these boys. To me, that's the most innocent show there is. But you got people out there walking around holding flags or holding signs, and they're demanding, we don't want the show no more because it's got a federal flag on top of it, because it's got the Confederate flag on it. So you will no longer see that show unless you go to Walmart or whatever and you buy a CD, or you know, the DVD collection, or you buy it on YouTube or whatever. You're not going to see it because of that flag. So there's always going to be people protesting, or statutes are going to come down because somebody doesn't like it. I guess it's whoever speaks the loudest that actually gets whatever they have to get done. But the reason for this video is I get ridiculed at least twice a day on a video, and I got ridiculed about me talking about my company. I didn't say nothing bad about the people there. All I said was, and the truth is the truth, that we have people that work where I work that think their shit doesn't stink, and for them to walk up to you and say good morning is damn near impossible. Unless, I guess, if you walked in there and you had $1 million and you say, I want to donate $1 million to the company, that may get people to walk up to me and say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I guess because money is more important than to these people than the human race itself. I'm a people person. I love walking up to people, and I love to say, hey, how you doing? How you doing? The problem is, though, nobody at my company watches my videos. They don't take the time to watch my videos. They don't take my videos seriously. To them, it's a joke. So they don't even know who the Trucker Jukebox is. They really don't. So it doesn't matter if I spoke good about my company. It really doesn't. And it doesn't matter if I say nothing but nice things, because they're not going to see the video. But I can't sit here and say a bunch of nice things about my company, because it wouldn't be honest. You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm just, you know, life is too short. I may have another 15 years. And I don't want to hear this all, you know, but it's true. I may have another 15 years on this great planet, and then I may be gone. And I don't really want to be known as a person that had to lie in order to gain attraction. I'd rather see it the way I see it and let it go from there. I just wanted to make this video because, and it's not a driving video, it's not going down the road. I always said you guys were like family to me, and sometimes I need to talk. The only person that I have that is physically still alive today is my mom, and she's the only one that I could really talk to. But I always said I have you guys I could talk to. And if you guys want to disappear, do me a favor. If you subscribe and you unsubscribe, just don't come back, please. I'm just asking you guys not to come back, because I don't want phony people. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want people that aren't going to be honest with me. And if you choose, well, I don't want to be here, then go. You know, and that's the truth. I can, of course, I always like to grow the channel and get more numbers, but I want real people. I don't want somebody that, I don't care about this, or and I just don't want to watch. And then come, I've got one guy that's unsubscribed 12 times, and he subscribed 13 times. He'll subscribe, he'll stay on there for about maybe 2 weeks, and he'll unsubscribe, and then he'll come back, and he'll come leave. I wish he would just go. I really do, because to me that's just senseless. I don't want phoniness on my channel. I don't want, if I have 10,000 subs, okay, if I got 10,000 subs and only getting 500 views, the 15,000 can just go away. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not doing nothing. They're there, but they're not watching my channel. They're not seeing what I'm doing. So I don't care if I got 10,000 subs. What's the point of having that many if only 1/3 of you guys are watching my video? But that's not what it's, this video, it's, let me start over. It's not what this video is about. The video is about being honest, and you can't worry about, oh man, if I say this, somebody ain't gonna like it. You can't worry about that, because if you was to worry about that, then, well, we can just put the fake smile on and say everything is fine. You know, if somebody walks up to somebody and says, how you doing? 90% of the time people will say, oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I wonder what would happen if somebody walked up to somebody and said, how are you feeling today? Well, it's kind of like this. I got an earache today, and my rheumatism, or whatever you call that, is acting up today. And I'm so sad about that. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear the truth. But they can clearly hear you say, oh, it's good today. You know, so that is what people want to hear. But usually when somebody asks me how I'm doing, you know, I usually say, well, it's okay, but you know, this is what happened. And that's where you start tuning the people out. They don't want to hear that other stuff. They just want to hear that you're doing okay. So people usually just, that's the routine that they usually use. But life is short. We only have a little while to live on this planet. And 100 years from now, you're going to be gone. You're going to be dead. We're all going to be dead. And that's a fact. Because we don't live forever. Even if a newborn is born today, and 100 years from now, he's probably going to be gone. To you, a year sounds like a long time. To you, especially if you're young, you're 20 years old. I got until I'm 65. I got a long time to live. I got news for you. It's not you that maps out your how long you got to live. It's your how can I put this? It's your future. It's your distant. I'm trying to find the word for that. It's not up to you though how long you got to live. You can have a car crash tomorrow and have one more day to live. The thing is, we don't know, right? We don't know when the end is going to come, because if you actually did know when the end was going to come, then you might straighten up a little bit and say, I got one more day to live. I got to do this right today, and because after tomorrow I'm going to be gone. So nobody knows how long they have to live. But I live today like there ain't no tomorrow. I live today like there ain't no tomorrow. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say what's on my mind, and I'm going to make my videos that way, and I'm going to say what's on my mind. And if people don't like it, go somewhere else. That's all I got to say. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. This is just me talking to my friends, my family, and my subscribers. God bless, and we'll talk to you later. Later.